Hello everyone and welcome to another edition, a late edition of Coding My Way In. I know I usually post these like very early in the morning, but I've been having difficulties this week because in my house we're doing some yard work. So we pouring some cement, adding a fence to our house, and it's been very loud here. So the contractors, they have been putting in work and they've been drilling and making a lot of noise. So it was very difficult for me to make the video because the microphone catches a lot of the sound, so it wouldn't have made sense for me to do the video. So what I did was, you know what? Let me wait until they leave today, and then I record the video. And yeah. But before I even go into detail, the first thing that I wanted to do was I want to give a special shout out to Goliath496. So I do these videos, to document my journey, and I never expect much of it. I'm like, people not going to care, or because for the most part people don't like the process and they like to see the final result. So probably if I was already a software engineer, probably I would get more views and stuff, but right now I'm literally showing the beginning stages, getting to that point. So when I post my videos, I never expect anything. And today I was just having lunch and I saw this comment, and it meant the world to me that somebody was expecting the video. And that was very, it gave me a boost of confidence and made me realize that documenting my journey has been the right decision. And again, thank you so much, Goliath. And I'm so sorry because I'm posting this video so late, but I just wanted to give you a shout out in the video for keeping up with the series. Thank you so much. And yes, this is number 12. So here, let's go to the project. So you guys know I started my journey on February 1st, and I'm making my first my first personal project. And I love Nissan. I love the brand. And this application, my goal is to turn it into a full stack application. Some people have recommended me to do a small project and then make another one and not just focus on one, because it can get very tiring, or I can lose focus. But I don't see it that way. I see the market is so tough right now. So just doing little projects, it's just not going to do it. So I'm like, you know what? I want to commit myself to a project. And not only that, a project that I'm of something that I like. I legit love Nissan. I have a vehicle. I have a Nissan. And this project has been very humbling because I've come across a lot of things. I'm getting to learn new things. And in order for me to get to that next level, I have to dig deep. And it gets frustrating sometimes, but you know what? It's worth it. I was telling someone the other day that it's crazy that I look at this project and there was a blank page 3 weeks ago. There was nothing. And little by little, as I learn, I keep adding things. I keep adding functionalities. It's gotten professional as it goes, and it's just very humbling, and it makes it, worthwhile. So I'm very proud that I decided to take this task, and I can't find the word right now, this challenge of, you know what, let me commit to a project and make it the best way possible. And man, I'm proud so far of the progress so far, and it's been very humbling. The website responsive. I have this animation. I make the grids showing all the vehicles responsive. You guys saw this last week, and if you guys saw the video last week, you guys saw that I added this portion, but the portion that I started working was this one. So once you see the vehicles, you check them and you decide, you know what, let me see the vehicles that this company has. So eventually my goal is when you click explore vehicles, it's going to drag you down here. So here you'll see the vehicles. You'll see all of them that they have. And when you see a vehicle that you like, you just click, and when you click to details, it will send you to this page. And currently, as it stands, the background image and all this texts, everything is hard coded. So I haven't done anything. I will add for each vehicle the portion on the JSON file. But as you can see, what I did was I created a car details component, and what this is basically this portion here is this background image. But I decided, instead of making this component big and lengthy, I'm gonna break this step by step, because what I want to do is when you access the page of the vehicle that you want, like you go from here to here, I want you get that when you click, I want to make sure that whatever vehicle you click, it shows you that vehicle. So I added this, and then how it's going to break down is you see the vehicle nicely, and then this text will be different. The information on the performance section will be different. That's why I created an overview component which has all this information here. And I made sure to make it responsive. And something that I try to do, I was being lazy, and I really was trying to make this work with one picture. And the more I worked with it, it became an issue, because the thing about this is that I looked on their website, and the way that it's done, the more I checked, I noticed that it's not just one picture. It's the same vehicle, but it had different cuts, which means that I needed to stack each picture. By the way, this is Nissan's website. So I noticed, so what they're doing is they have multiple pictures stacked on top of each other. So what that means then, I have to do the same thing. And then for each vehicle, I got 3 different images. I got, as you can see here, I got the XL of photos, I got the medium-sized photos, and I got the small photos. So when you're on mobile, and it's gonna make more sense right now. So if you click on inspect, you make it responsive, and then see the picture. This is the extra large, and then it goes to the medium size, and then it goes to the small size, which will be for the mobile. And this is how it will look on mobile. So I made sure to make it responsive, make it very professional. I love it. I like these two lines, because it's so cool. It's nothing crazy, but when you open it, instead they go to this little corner, and then when you pop it, boom, it comes into this. And it was very. It took me some time to get this portion to make it responsive. I really struggled, but I was able to make it work. And again, the goal is to make it responsive, because yeah, it can look good on a big screen, but most people look at stuff on using their phones. So that's why Tailwind CSS, and this I recommend people. I know some people don't like it, but Tailwind CSS, I love it, man. I'm gonna keep using this for what's the responsive design. I like their approach. Their responsive design for Tailwind is like they really are into working on mobile first. So yes, it's important to work on the website and as a bigger picture, but at the end of the day, everybody's using their phones. So I like that approach, that focusing on mobile first and then working from there. And I'm learning now I'm getting more comfortable each day that passes on how to use Tailwind. And my nose is so itchy. I'm sorry. My nose so itchy. And yeah, so their approach is mobile first, and then you expand. And as you can see, everything is hard coded. But man, I'm very proud of how it's working. And for those that might be new to coding, when I say hard coded, is that, as you can see here, right? I click on this vehicle, and as you can see, this one is called Armada, right? So when I hit details, it's showing you a completely different vehicle. So it says Pathfinder. So everything is hard coded because that way it makes it easier for you as a developer to have something there, so you at least know how it's going to look. So if you're a new developer like me or have less experience than me, I recommend you hard code stuff, and you can always change it once you create a JSON file, and you can bring whatever information from it. So of course I'm going to be adding more things here, but as an advice, like, you can always hard code things, and that way you have something to have. So eventually, of course, when you go to overview, you won't have all these text. It's going to say something else. But having it hard coded helps you have something there, and that way you can work on the CSS and make sure it's styled, you're making sure it's responsive, it looks nice, neat, it looks professional. Because at the end of the day, the competition is more fierce, is super fierce. I gotta fix this as well, because what I'm doing as I'm growing the project, and some of you might see the project and be like, damn, Israel, that's all you did? But what's happening is I'm taking things, I'm adding things, and I'm changing paths, I'm adding more images, so it might not look, superficially it might look like I'm not doing a lot of things, but I always tell anyone that if you're interested in what I'm doing, you can go to my GitHub account, and you'll see it right at the beginning, Nissan Experience, and you'll see me pushing code almost every day. I'm pushing code every day. Even today, I usually don't code on weekends, but I wanted to make sure this section here was responsive, and I wanted to make sure that this section here look nice. So when the website is the page is big, as the screen gets smaller, it goes down. So we go from top left to bottom left. So that way it looks professional, and yeah, it looks better, it looks more professional. And again, for those that might be new to coding, when I'm talking about hard coded, for example, this is the files that's holding everything together. And as you can see here, I stack the pictures on top of each other. So as the screen size gets bigger, the opacity changes. So as the screen gets bigger, the opacity changes place. So it starts at 0, then 1 is higher than 0, and then 2 is higher than 1. Thus, the picture that is currently on is the one that shows. So if you're a little bit confused, basically what is happening, not basically, what is happening is literally these 3 pictures, the small, the medium, the large, they all stack on top of each other. But as the website changes size, the picture in play changes. So you can see here, I can change this picture. So for example, let's say Rogue. I'm gonna put Rogue. You're not gonna see anything yet. And then here. So now as you can see, the small picture, the medium picture, the extra large picture. So this one and this one might look the same, but if you see the change, you see it changes. And it's the same if I do Z, there's one of their vehicles. So that's how it works. Everything is stacked on top of each other, but it's responsive, it looks professional, and little by little it's taking shape. My goal now is to add, after this performance section, is to add the features of each vehicle and some specifics of the vehicle that it might have to make it look even more professional. And I think I'm definitely gonna add like 2 pictures of the vehicle in that is being shown. That way the person watching the website, they have the image of the vehicle, and it looks more realistic, more professional. And the good thing is I already have so many pictures that I can utilize some again to make it work. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I'm so sorry for being so late today, but it's been very loud at my house, and I just was waiting for the people to leave today. And yeah, I just made the video. We good to go. And guys, thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.